right off the top, a guy who has taken the Great Northwest Athletic Conference by storm, Shadeed Shabazz, Alaska men's basketball, and I'm going to say standout, and I'm going to put a big capital S on standout, Shadeed. Thanks for joining us tonight here on GNAC Insider.
Thanks for having me.
When I say you've taken the conference by storm, I'm not kidding. You're a two-time GNAC Men's Basketball Player of the Week already. You're averaging better than 25 points a game, sixth best in Division II. You also are leading all of Division II with 78 total steals, and you're averaging just under 4 steals a game. Now, this is your first year in Fairbanks playing for the Nanooks after playing the last 2 years at Iowa Western Community College. Has the success that you have achieved already in the GNAC, has that been even a surprise to you?
Well, honestly, I would like to say yes, because I really just came into this league ready to just, take on any role the coach was going to give to me. But just to see the success that I've accomplished and where my game has come, I just feel like this has been a big step for me, and I'm just really excited to see where we end up coming into this playoff run.
Now, you say where your game is now. What are you doing differently? What are you doing better now, and why are you doing it different or better than you were just a year ago?
Well, the only thing I think was different, my defense has always been there because I always took pride in my defense since I was young. So that's my signature. But I feel like on this team I'm taking a lot more shots, and the role of being on the team, being a leader, leading the guys, making sure that I keep everybody's head together and just making sure we stay motivated. I think that's a big part and change in my game since the other schools that I've came from. So I think it's more just me just taking more shots and, being that go-to guy on offense and also being a big factor on defense. It's just, the yin and the yang.
Yeah, absolutely. And you came up through a real solid, one of probably the premier prep basketball programs in the state of Washington there at Rainier Beach High School. You then went to Iowa Western Community College for a couple of years. Talk a little bit about that transition. Why back to Iowa? And talk a little bit about how that was for you back there in the Midwest.
Iowa Western, playing in the National JUCO. That was a big change for me because I started off at Cochise College, where I was one of the go-to guys and scorers. But transferring to Iowa Western, playing around a whole lot of different type of guys and understanding how I have to take my role coming off the bench, still staying motivated to come in and play my role, I feel like that has also prepped me for this situation I'm in now, because I'm always the type of guy that I never let whatever position I'm put in affect how the outcome or my attitude towards it. So I just feel like playing in Iowa Western, it allowed me to grow. It's all a growing experience, and I've realized that. But it was really fun, and we went to the championship. We lost, but I appreciate everything Iowa Western has done for me.
Shadeed Shabazz, Alaska basketball star, is joining us tonight here on GNAC Insider. All right. We've talked about Rainier Beach. You played well there in high school. You went on. You had some tremendous success in the junior college ranks. What was it about this Fairbanks program that encouraged you to come up there and play your last 2 years of collegiate basketball there?
It was really much the recruiting. Coach Jesse, our assistant head coach basketball, he really recruited me when I was coming out of Iowa Western, because I couldn't play JUCO no more. I had to transfer to division basketball. So with that being said, it was in the summer, and I really wasn't getting as many looks as I thought I was going to get. So I'm just sitting around, working out, just hoping an opportunity came around. And Coach Jesse hit me up and explained to me the situation he was in, and that he now coaches at Alaska Fairbanks. So he's telling me about the school, and he's telling me about the atmosphere. And I was just ready to get back on the court. I was just ready to take another opportunity and further my education. And he was just letting me know that this was a great area to just focus on basketball, great community. So I was really attracted to that. And I just, for these last couple of years that I'm in college, I wanted to really buckle down and focus. So I just felt like this was the perfect place to get away from all the distractions and just come and handle business.
And, of course, part of the business is the business of the classroom. I understand that you're going to major in communications, minor in sociology. What do you plan to do? And your basketball career is still well in its prime. You've got years to play still, obviously. But that said, when basketball's over, you have your degree in communications, sociology minor. Where do you see yourself going with that?
Oh, yeah, to elaborate on what you said, yeah, the ball has to stop dribbling sometime soon. So with that being said, I would rather stay around the game, probably doing something like sports broadcasting. That way I can still use my social skills and stay around the game and just be able to be me, but also be able to provide for my family, because my degree is going to help me provide for my family later in life. So that's what I'm focused on, pushing towards. Well, speaking of that,
you are, again, having a tremendous year, but I've got to go back to last Thursday when the Nanooks snapped Seattle Pacific's 14-game win streak. You beat the Falcons at home 83-77. Talk a little bit about that game and what the Nanooks did to be able to stop that Falcons run.
It's so crazy because I didn't even know that we were stopping. That they were one game away from tying the record. Like, that was never on our radar. That was never a focus for us. Really, we came into that game just wanting to win. Coach prepped us right, and as a team, we stayed together. We came down in the second half by, I think, 7 points, and those are the times when, as a team, you got to come even closer. Not start pointing fingers and not starting to, we had to stay cohesive. So I just feel like during that game, I had to really buckle down and get the win for my team, scoring a lot of buckets, but also D'ing up. And I just cannot do it all by myself. So I really appreciate my teammates stepping up and handling with their role as I did mine, and we just got the job done. And it just happened to be that we snapped their streak.
Now, you're on the road again this coming weekend. And as you already said, we're starting to get into that crunch time in terms of making the push into the GNAC championships. What do the Nanooks need to do to secure a spot in the postseason?
Preparation. I just think that we have all the tools we need to be successful, and we've proven that by just beating the best team in our league. So I think the best thing we need to do is to listen to coach, stay in the gym, and just keep preparing for each individual game. Like, not think too far ahead, but handle what's right in front of us, and that will hopefully lead us to our ultimate goal.
Well, Shadeed, I've really enjoyed talking with you tonight. I look forward to shaking your hand here soon. Continued success, and again, you're really playing well for the Nanooks, and the Nanooks are playing well right now, and continued success to you as well in the classroom. And again, you're welcome back here on GNAC Insider anytime you'd like to join us again. So thanks for joining us here tonight from up there in Fairbanks.
I appreciate you for having me. Thank you.